Hi guys, happy Tuesday. I hope that you enjoyed the chapter yesterday. Um, I thought it was pretty good. And the question as to whether Ava is cheating by asking the pencil questions. It seems as though we were kind of split a little bit. Most people think that it is cheating and that she shouldn't be able to use it on a test. So um, that was happy. I was happy to see that. So this one is called Jason Who, and so we'll get started. When Ava and Sophia opened the door to Anderson's General Store, the bells on the handle jingled like always. Ava's dad looked up from the counter where he was writing something in magic marker. Hey girls, grab a treat. How was your day? Good. Ava tucked her legal pad under one arm and grabbed an atomic fireball from the candy counter. So if you've never seen those, they're kind of like raw or round and red, and they're like kind of hot. Um, hey, Dad, she asked casually, pulling the blue pencil from her pocket. Any idea where this came from? It was in the kitchen junk drawer. He shrugged. Maybe from Grandpa's place. Mom and I swept about a year's supply of pens and pencils out from under the radiator when we were cleaning his apartment this summer. But finders keepers, I'd say. It's all yours. He went back to his lettering. Sophia stretched the candy bracelet over her wrist and nibbled on one of the beads. How is your grandpa? She asked Ava. Ava shrugged. All right, I guess, but he seems even sadder since he moved. He had heart problems, so he can't live alone anymore. But I don't think he likes Cedar Bay. Grandpa, Ava's mother's dad, had been on his own since Grandma Marion died 5 years ago. But now he couldn't take care of himself and hardly even talked. The doctors weren't sure if he was losing his memory or just depressed. But either way, they recommended Cedar Bay. Mom had called it a long-term memory care facility. All Ava knew was that it was full of old people who usually seemed like they were somewhere far away in their minds. Ava's dad sighed. It must be tough to give up living on your own. He put the top back on the magic marker and stepped back to look at his poster. What you working on, Mr. Anderson? Sophia asked. Something that'll have the superstore wishing it never made plans to open here. Dad held up a sign. Anderson's General Store, home of the world famous Mountain Man sandwich. He'd drawn a burly lumberjack next to the words. What's a Mountain Man sandwich? Sophia asked. I'm not sure yet. How does it get to be world famous? Ava asked, sucking on her fireball. Well, hopefully, if we say it's world famous, other people will catch on and say so too, Dad said. It's a proven strategy. There's a supermarket in San Francisco that advertises a world famous turkey sandwich. It's a regular turkey sandwich, but they slapped world famous on the front of it. And bingo, Dad picked up a red magic marker and underlined world famous on his sign. Want to help me brainstorm sandwich combinations? Sure, Ava said. But right now, Sophia jumped in. We better do our homework first. She started for the door, and Ava understood Sophia wanted pencil time. It was warm for late October, so they went outside and sprawled under a maple tree that was still holding onto a few red leaves. Ava poked around some weeds near the tree. Think there are any goldenrod gals here? We get extra credit for science if we bring some in by Friday. How can you be thinking about some nasty bug larva when we have a magic pencil? Sophia tapped Ava's legal pad. What should we ask it? I don't know. The whole thing was feeling weirder and weirder. Ava looked at the pencil as if it might grow teeth and bite her. Sophia, what if the pencil's cursed or something? What if it wants to be paid for answering questions? Hate how? What if it wants our firstborn children or our souls or something? Sophia laughed and made the pencil bounce through the air. I'm the evil blue pencil, she said in a deep, growly voice, and I want to suck out your soul. I'm serious. This stuff happens in fairy tales all the time. And remember the story Mrs. Barnaby talked about in language arts last year? That uh, guy who had unlimited knowledge and traded his soul for it. What if this was like that? Sophia bit her lip, but she didn't laugh again. Ava, take a good look. She held up a pencil. It's not going to hurt you. It's just wood and lead and paint. But it can do something amazingly cool. Can you please stop worrying and enjoy it? Her words echoed in Ava's head. Can you please stop worrying and enjoy it? Ava had heard those words before, spoken in Dad's voice, when she was afraid to try out for all country band last year, in Graham's voice, when she splurged on a whale watch on a visit to Boston, and Ava spent the whole trip in the cabin, tightening her life vest and blinking like crazy. In Mom's voice when Ava was too nervous to stay overnight at Sophia's birthday sleepover just last month. Ava owed Sophia some fun. Okay, Ava took a deep breath and took the pencil. What should we ask it first? Ask it if any boys like you. Sophia grinned. Ava made a face. What if it says yes? I'd never be able to look at them again. Ava knew plenty of girls in their class had crushes on boys and even boyfriends, if you counted holding hands the way to lunch, but it seemed like girls were on the other side of some strange, invisible bridge. Sometimes Ava thought Sophia was halfway across. I'll ask it about boys who like you if you want. Okay. It seemed like that was what Sophia wanted anyway, so Ava flipped to a new page and on her legal page started writing. Do any boys like? Hold on. Sophia leaned in, reading over her shoulder. If you say like, it might start listing boys who just sort of like me, like a friend instead of boys who like me like me. So what should I ask? How about Sophia looked up into the leaves just as one started fluttering down. She caught it, then turned back to Ava. Let's try this. What boys, if any, have romantic type crushes on Sophia? Ava wrote that. The voice gave a slightly distinguished sigh, then rattled off 9 names. Ava tried to write them down, but the voice went too fast. What's it saying? What's it saying? Sophie was bouncing. Hold on. Ava held up her hand, then finished writing. I didn't catch them all. I got Robbie Henderson. You knew that, right? Sophia nodded. Who else? Craig, Thomas, Jake Phillips, Howard, Philin. Ew, Sophia recoiled. He picks his nose in social studies. Ava laughed. Apparently he's thinking of you the whole time. Sophia fell over backwards and kicked her legs in the air dramatically a few times, then popped back up. Who else? Sean, Ava looked on the page, and Jason somebody. His name was too long, and I've never heard of it. Sophia's mouth fell open. Jason? Oh my gosh, tell me, is it Jason? Sophia, you're drooling. I'm not sure. Ask the pencil to repeat it. Sophia gestured toward the notebook. If it's the Jason we know, I'm going to flip, literally. So Ava wrote. Could you please repeat the full name of the boy named Jason who had a crush on Sophia? The voice sighed again, then enunciated every word. Jason Randolph Marzigalino. Wow. Sophia was leaning so close Ava could smell the candy bracelet on her breath. It's him, Ava said, then couldn't help adding with a giggle, and his middle name is Randolph. But by then Sophia had flipped, literally. She'd taken off running across the green and down around off back, handspring. Then she plopped back down next to Ava. Jason is the new kid who moved here from California with this sort of shaggy brown hair. He does gymnastics. And he is unbelievably cute. And I just cannot believe this. She bit 2 more heads off her bracelet. Ava laughed. She had to admit this pencil was kind of fun. Let me try. Are you going to ask which boys like you? No. Ava tapped the pencil on her palm. She didn't want to know about boys, but she couldn't think of anything else that seemed pencil worthy. Maybe I'll ask it what's for lunch in the school cafeteria next week. Ava, that's the boringest question ever. Go on the website if you want to know when Meatloaf Day is. Ask it what Katina D is doing right this very second. Oh, that's good. Ava started writing. It'll probably say she's in a recording studio, or shopping for red cowboy boots, or kissing her bass player in the rain, Sophia squealed. Ava finished the question and held up her hand for Sophia to be quiet. Right now, the pencil voice said, Katina D is taking a nap. Ava told Sophia, who let out a frustrated sigh. Well, that's not going to make any headlines. Ask it what she did last night. Ava asked and listened. Oh, this is better. She went to dinner at some fancy French restaurant with Michael Jupiter. He's a singer too, isn't he? A singer? He has the #1 song on iTunes right now. And Sophia drummed the ground with both hands. He's supposed to be going with Tiffany Whittinger, the actress. This is awesome. It's a scandal. So Sophia got up and started pacing around the tree. Oh my gosh, we should call one of those supermarket magazines with all the celebrity news and tell them. They'll do one of those splashy headlines with photos on the front page and we'll be famous. Sophia, Ava held up the pencil, we don't have a photo or anything else for proof. I don't think they'd be impressed if we said our magic pencil told us. Sophia plopped down in the grass. Her excited ideas got ahead of the rest of her brain sometimes. Good point. But it's still fun for us to know. Ask it other stuff about her. So Ava asked the pencil what Katina D had for dinner. Escargot and steamed salmon and asparagus. Who else knew about the date? No one, but that's going to change tomorrow because a waiter with a cell phone took a picture. And whatever Michael Jupiter kissed her good night. Yes, twice. The voice did not sound excited about this, but Sophia and Ava collapsed in helpless giggle. It's like we have a secret spy camera in the whole world, Sophia said, when she caught her breath. This pencil is the best thing that has ever happened to anyone. It really is. Ava flopped onto her back in the grass and looked up at the sun shining through the maple leaves. She had so many ideas for what to ask the pencil now, where Katina D bought the cool earrings she'd worn in the Wash the World Away video, what she liked to eat for dessert, what her favorite color was, what anybody's favorite anything was. You got all quiet. Sophia leaned up on her elbow to look at Ava. You're not worried about the pencil wanting your firstborn child again, are you? Nope, Ava said, grinning. I was just thinking about all the things we need to ask it tomorrow. Sophia nodded. We should make a list. Ava, Mom says dinner's ready at the house, Marcus called from the store entrance. Ava stood up and brushed off her jeans. You make a list at home tonight, and I'll make one too. Perfect. Sophia hugged Ava and took off, cartwheeling over the lawn in the direction of her house. Ava walked home and thought about what else she wanted to ask the pencil. She couldn't ask anything about anybody. Secrets about Hollywood stars, her favorite authors, her friends, her family. It was going to be a seriously long list. So, the next chapter is chapter 7, and it is called Lemonade, Cookies, and Questions. So, please look for the reading response in Google Classroom for today, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you need any help, just let me know. Bye, guys.